Hello, everybody. Welcome to our Back to Basics strength training workout. Today is a lower body workout focusing on really getting the form right, working through setting up for success on these lower body exercises. So this is for everybody, especially my beginners out there or people who just want a quick refresher on proper form. So we're going to start with just a quick warm-up, driving the knees up in place because you never want to do exercise with a cold body. We try to keep our warm-up short though on these quick 15-minute workouts. And take your legs wide and lunge side to side, pushing your hips back and bending that knee. Oh, your hips might crack like mine. And then alternating, bringing each heel to the butt. And then windmill those knees out twice and in twice. And we're going to start with a basic air squat. So when you do your squats, you're pushing your weight backwards. Your hips are going to go backwards. Your foot is going to stay grounded on the ground. So your toes should never come up. Your heels should never come up. We're going to put our arms out straight ahead. And as we do that, we're going to sit our hips back, pushing the weight back, making sure that the knees stay tracking in the direction of the toes and don't come in or out. Once you get down nice and low, come back up, and that's one. We're going to go to 15, nice and slow, taking your time to lower down and come back up, making sure that you're not pushing your hips so far out that you create an excessive arch in your back. This is 4, 5, and you can play with how low you go. 6, 7, you want to exhale on the way up. 8, 9, keep that foot on the ground. 10, let's do 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Give yourself a quick rest. We're going to do that same thing 2 more times. Keep in mind when you do these, you'll hear a lot of your fitness coaches say, keep a neutral spine. That just means your natural neutral spine. We already have a natural curve. That's okay. As long as you're not overarching or rounding your spine. Let's go ahead. 15 more. You ready? Arms out and go. Push your hips back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Use the exhale to push you up. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Another great idea with squats is to put something behind you so that you have to sit back to touch it. So you don't want to be right up next to it, be a little far away, so you have to push your hips back to tap that box and come back up. So if you have something nearby, I challenge you to try it that way. Really sets you up for good form. We're going to go through one more time, 15 squats. Get ready. Arms out as a counterbalance. Here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. Check in with those knees. 9, make sure they're going towards the toes. 8, 7, and pushing the hips back. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, awesome, you guys. So our squats are done with. Things to keep in mind when you do those: neutral spine, knees stay in the direction of the toes, and the hips go back. We're going to transition now to a deadlift. We're going to slide our hands down our legs, and instead of bending like we did for our squat, we're going to try to keep our knees almost where they are and push our hips back out of the way. So imagine there's a wall a foot behind you, and you've got to touch that wall with your behind. So stick that bum back, touch that wall, and come back up. That's called a hip hinge, and that's the primary movement for our deadlift. So we're going to stick our butt back, touch the wall, slide down until you just find this parallel position where your chest is parallel with the ground. Once you're there, engage the muscles of your glutes and your hamstrings to pull you back up. And that's your deadlift. So imagine that you have weights in your hands. We're gonna slide them straight down our legs. And we're gonna do 10. Ready, set, go. Push the hips back. Knees stay almost where they are, but they're bent. And then we slide back up. 1, 2. If you have weights at home, you can grab them. 3. Again, keeping our neutral spine. 4, so we're not rounding forward. We're flat. 5, and we're not arching. 6, neutral spine. 7, 8, 9, 10. Good, take a quick rest. So when we do these on the way up, we want to squeeze the glutes to pull us up, but in squeezing the glutes, that doesn't mean we thrust our hips forward because that takes our neutral spine away. So keep that in mind when you're coming up for your next set. Squeeze your glutes at the top, but just come to this standing neutral spine position. We're gonna go again, you ready? 2, 1, go. Slide it down, flat back, pull it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and make sure you take your eyes and chin with you. 5, that keeps your neutral spine so you're not looking up or down. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very good. We're going to do one more set of those. And what I'm teaching you guys today is closer to a stiff-legged deadlift than a regular one. A lot of times you'll see people doing deadlifts with a bar and they're kind of bent over more. Today we're kind of focusing more on stiff legs, but that's a good way to learn a hip hinge. So on this set, I want you guys to really focus on keeping your head coming down with you rather than lifting your chin or tucking it in. Ready, set, go. 1, 2, coming down to flat back. 3, you don't have to come any further than that. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, wonderfully done. We're going to move into a split squat now. So take one foot forward and the other leg back. And you want to set this up so that you create 90-degree angles when you come down. So I like to think of it as starting on the ground. So I've got my good foundation, and then I just tuck my toes, and I know I'm in the correct position. So feel free to join me and do that. Make sure you've got your 90-degree angles. Or if you're confident, you can just come down and check it out. We're going to do 8 on each leg. You ready? And go. Lowering down nice and slow, keeping the shoulders over top of the hips as you come down and up. 2, 3, exhale to push up. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Awesome. Switch those feet out. Get ready. And begin. 1, we're bending with both knees. 2, that back leg comes just above the ground. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Awesome. We're going to go back to the other side. Keep in mind when I say keep your chest up, that just means I don't want you falling forward. So we're keeping that neutral spine that we talked about before and staying upright so our weight goes straight down rather than forward or back. Ready? Here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And it's okay to lose your balance. It happens to everyone. Helps to squeeze the core, engage it, so that you don't fall over. Ready? And begin. 1, 2, make sure those front toes are pointing forward. 3, 4, and that your knee goes forward. 5, rather than coming in or out. 6, Push it straight ahead. 7 and 8. Good. We're going to go back through one more time. Super, super important for that knee to go forward and not in or out. So think about it. Ready, set, go. 8, 7, 6. You guys got this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. Ready? And begin. 8, 7, and that back heel is always up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nicely done. Next up, we're going to do calf raises. So our feet are just slightly apart. And we're going to come up slowly, up onto the toes, and back down. We're going to do 12. You ready? And begin. 1, 2. Try not to make it bouncy. 3, but instead really controlled. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, using both feet equally. 9, 10, 11, and 12. You can hear my gymnastics ankles, they crack every time. We're going to do those one more time and then finish out with some alternating lunges. If you would like to try, you can do single leg calf raises. If not, we'll do 12 all together one more time. You ready? And begin. 12, 11, take a little pause at the top. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Okay, so we're going to do one set of forward lunges and one set of backward lunges. Forward lunges, we're taking a big step so we find our 90-degree angles again, and then we'll push off that front leg to come back to our standing position. Let's do 8 on the left and 8 on the right. Left leg takes a big step. Take your time. Ready? Here we go. Big step, coming down, push off the front leg, stand up. 1, 2, be sure that chest stays up over the hips. 3, 4, you can go down as far as you need to go. 5, 6, 7, 8. Very good. Other leg, you ready? Set, begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Same thing now, but we're going to take our big step backwards. Make sure that step is big enough that you find those 90-degree angles. If it's tiny, put your knees at risk. Ready, set, go. 8, 7, 6, oh goodness, losing my balance. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Over to the other side. Ready? And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Nicely done, everybody. Let's stretch it out, starting with the quad stretch. You made it. When you do these quad stretches, you want to align your knees as best you can. And then notice if you have that arch in your back, you can tuck your hips under and find your neutral spine. How many times is she going to say neutral spine? Until you all realize how important it is. Next is a hamstring stretch, and then I'll let you go. Push that weight back, and then rest your hands on your bent leg. Flex your toes up. Coming down with a flat back rather than rounding. We do enough of that sitting at our desks. I know I do. Gotta check yourself for your posture every now and then. Switch. And bring it up. All right, you guys. High five. You're awesome. Thank you for joining in today. Have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll see you next time.